If you've been wondering whether Kansas City's housing market is finally starting to slow down, the answer is kind of. Prices are still inching up, but the pace of sales is starting to cool. Homes are sitting a little bit longer, and pending contracts have dipped slightly. All signs that balance is returning as we head into the holidays. I'm Skyler Edzards with the Danny Howell team at eXp Realty, and today we're breaking down what really happened in the Kansas City housing market this October and how it compares to last month's numbers. Let's get into it. We'll start with resale homes, where we're seeing the market shift into a steadier rhythm. Closed sales came in just shy of 3,000 sales, a small dip from September, but still about 3% higher than this time last year. The median sales price climbed from $300,500 in September to $310,000 in October, a 3% month-over-month increase and nearly a 7% increase year-over-year. The average sales price rose to about $376,000, which is up 13% year-over-year. Homes spent an average of 35 days on the market, up from 33 days from last month, and sellers received about 96.6% of their original asking price. Inventory held steady at around 7,100 homes, while pending sales dropped about 5.7% from last month. A clear sign that activity is slowing a bit as we move deeper into the fall and closer to the holidays. So, what does this mean for buyers? It means that we're moving back towards a more balanced market. There's still plenty of inventory to choose from. Sellers are a little bit more flexible with closing cost assistance, and with mortgage rates hovering in the low sixes, homes are becoming a bit more affordable with interest rates. If you've been waiting for the pace to slow down before jumping in, this might be your moment. Think about it. Sellers, they typically don't want to move in the winter. So if they're listing now, they could have some extra motivation behind that. Maybe a job opportunity or something else. But this will help you whenever it comes to negotiations. Also, other buyers, they don't want to move in the winter either. So as we get closer to the colder months and shorter days, this might be the opportunity that you've been waiting for. For sellers, this is where pricing and presentation matter most. Homes that hit the market that are priced correctly and that show well are still moving quickly. But overpricing or skipping the prep work can cost you both time and money. The market isn't cold, it's just normalizing. Just like for buyers, there are fewer sellers that want to list as we get closer to the holidays, meaning less competition for your listing. But with the colder months and busyness of the holidays, there might not be as many buyers looking either, meaning both presentation and list price matter even more to get the buyers out to see your listing. Now, let's talk about new construction, because builders, they've been adjusting as well. October saw a slight dip in new home closings, down about 2% from September, but pending contracts on new builds rose nearly 12%. That tells us that builders are still moving product, especially with incentives and rate buydowns, helping buyers lock in lower payments. The median sales price for new construction homes jumped to $558,000, which is up 6% from last month and 6.2% year over year. And homes, they're selling faster too, with days on market down about 15%. Now, as we zoom out, Kansas City continues to outperform most of the country in terms of stability and affordability. We're seeing steady, sustainable growth without volatility. That's hit some of the coastal markets. Compared to September, things are just easing up. Fewer bidding wars, more negotiation, and a pace that finally feels healthy again. So whether you're buying, selling, or just watching the market, this fall is shaping up to be one of the most balanced markets that we've seen in years. With prices holding steady, activity slowing, and balance returning to the Kansas City market. What do you think November's numbers are going to look like? Drop your thoughts for me in the comments. Now, if you found this update helpful, hit that like button for me, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who's always talking about the real estate market as if it's going to crash. It might be exactly what they need to see to make a move. And if you're ready to talk strategy, whether that's buying, selling, or building new construction, I help people just like you every single day navigate Kansas City's market with confidence. You can call, text, or book a strategy call with me by clicking the link in the description below. I'm Skyler Edzards with the Danny Howell team at eXp Realty, and I'll see you guys on next month's market update.